What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Desk of Deasia. Tonight, we got a very interesting show. Some topics that we need to discuss. We need to discuss Young Miami going on the Jason Lee show, talking about her being bisexual. The Brat and Judy deciding to use a white man's sperm for their baby that the Brat is carrying. And also the fact that it appears as though Ice Spice is benefiting from colorism. So first, we're going to start with Young Miami. So Young Miami and Diddy, y'all know they've been having this on again, off again situationship. But right now it looks as though they are on again. They were spotted at the Met Gala together. Off again situationship. Hold on, this thing is playing. They are on again. They were spotted at the Met Gala together. What is this shit? Hold on, this thing is. Oh, there you go. Had to cut that off. It started playing on my phone, child. But anyway, so they've been on again and off again or whatever. So they was at the Met Gala together. They were looking real good. It was nice to see Young Miami on the carpet. I don't think that she has ever gone to the Met Gala before. So I like the fact that in the whatever Young Miami and Diddy got going on, it seems as though he is using his pool in order to elevate her and give her access to different spaces. So I love to see that. According to Diddy, he's single. According to Young Miami, she's single. So they're just living their best life or whatever. It seems as though they have a symbiotic relationship. So it is what it is. But the T is, it seems as though Young Miami, she like getting peed on and she like getting squirted on, okay? Because she went on the Jason Lee show and she had said that she is actually bisexual. She basically said that she's not interested in a relationship with a woman, but she will have sex with a woman. One being Megan Thee Stallion. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing that. They could put that out on OnlyFans or something, a little Pornhub. They could put that out, and I definitely watch Megan Thee Stallion and Young Miami get down. But word on the curb is allegedly that Puff Daddy is bisexual as well. So you know how they say two negatives make a positive. So I guess in this case, two bisexuals make a straight. I guess so. I don't know if Young Miami is his beard or what, but they look good together. They doing their thing. They probably got a whole bunch of freaky shit going on down there at that mansion. Young Miami might be pegging the soul out there, man. Ain't no telling why he's peeing on her and somebody squirting on her. It's just all kinds of stuff going on. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's always interesting when these rap girls come out talking about how they are bisexual. I'm starting to feel like a lot of these people don't really be bisexual. I think they do it. They come out and say things like that to get a buzz. And then even if they have messed around with a woman before, I think they just be on some freaky shit and not necessarily bisexual for real. And a lot of people say, well, how can they not be bisexual if they have messed around? I just think sexuality is so fluid to where that is not necessarily their sexual orientation. They'll just do some freaky shit with somebody depending on how they look and what it's given. That's how I feel about it. But according to Young Miami, she like getting peed on and squirted on. So I'm here for it, baby. So what's next is the Brat child. Oh my God. This story is so crazy to me. So first of all, I got to choose my words carefully. I really got to choose my words carefully because I'm going to start off by saying this. The Brat and Judy's relationship, although it's beautiful that Brat was able to live in her truth and everything, but I know a lot of y'all out here probably feel the same way that I feel when it comes to the Brat. I guess for the image that she has had for so long, she's more on the masculine side of things. She gives tomboy, right? But it's more on the masculine side of things. And it seems like she's very timid with Judy. And their dynamic, I guess from us growing up watching a Brat, their dynamic is a little odd to me. And so I would have never imagined that Brat would have been the one carrying the baby if they chose to use a donor. But Brat, she decided that she's gonna carry the baby or whatever, and so she out here in her jerseys and her sports coats or whatever, and her hat cocked to the side with her belly bump showing, looking like Nelly. And it's it's a beautiful thing for them to decide to bring life into this world together. However, on the Brat Loves Judy show, they were talking about their process of actually getting a donor. And they ended up going with a white sperm donor. And the Brat was saying in a clip that the only one black guy that was available looked like Jimmy the Cricket, so they didn't want to go with them. I don't know how the sperm banks go, but I mean, could you go to different sperm banks to see how much sperm that they got? Or is it certain? I don't know how that works, but if you went to a sperm bank and they didn't have enough black sperm and you actually wanted to have a black baby, I would think either go to another sperm bank or wait. It's because I don't know what was the big deal of them having a baby at this big old age. I don't know. I might be reaching when I say this, but I think all of it is like a marketing scheme or something, because Judy always got something up her sleeve with the marketing or whatever. You know, she has those hair products. I actually feel as though they went ahead and went with that white sperm donor because texture of hair. And I think that baby is going to be used in a lot of those marketing schemes or whatever. I wouldn't necessarily say schemes, but um a lot of the advertisement, the marketing that Judy does, I think that baby will be used in that, because I think they was worried about more so the texture of their child's hair. I might be reaching, but that's what I think, because why you just couldn't go somewhere else? And it might be my ignorance that's making me ask this question. The reason why I'm asking the question, because I don't know how things are set up at a sperm bank, but I'm pretty sure there were other options, that they weren't the only sperm bank, right? So it's given that it's some featureism tied into that, some texturism tied into that to me, because it just seemed odd for a lesbian couple to decide to have a mixed baby for the simple fact it wasn't enough black sperm, when there's so many gay men that's out there that want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I mean, why not work with one of them and have a baby? I remember when I was working at this one job, and it's this gay guy that had a crush on me, which is crazy. Y'all might think it's crazy, but it was crazy to me at first. But then I kind of understand it, because just because somebody has a specific sexual orientation don't mean that they can't be attracted to other people or find, people outside of their sexual orientation attractive. But it was the weirdest thing ever, right? This gay dude, he was like, I love your neck. I like your neck. And I just thought that was the weirdest thing. But he was like, for you to be a big girl, you don't have a black neck. And I'm like, I'm so glad I ain't got that diabetes neck. But he was just like, I would like for you to move in with me and my boyfriend. We'll take care of you and for you to have babies. So those options are out there, right? Those options are out there. So I feel like Judy and Brat at this particular point, they're playing in our face, trying to make it seem like I think they used the show in order to put that out there to make it seem as though it was a scarcity. The reason why they didn't go with probably use another sperm bank and go with a black person, because it was a dead giveaway when the Brat was like, oh, the one black dude looked like Jiminy the Cricket. So I think it's that featureism and texturism that's going on with that. But anyway, y'all drop down in the comments, tell me what y'all think. But let's get into another ism. So this new artist, Ice Spice, she been wearing me out, and the people been wearing me out trying to force her in our space. I'm one of those people who never shit on somebody because of, I think that they have a certain features or they look a certain way that is desirable in society, and that is the only reason why they are in positions that they're in. Because I feel as though that takes away from their hard work when you have those people that's out here that's really grinding, putting in that work, and then you turn around and tell them, oh, you only made it because you were light skinned, or you only made it because you were desirable, you only made it because you were skinny, and you know what I'm saying? I feel like that is something that we have to stop doing, but we also have to assess the whole situation too. We have to look at, does this person have talent? Is this person any different than everything else that's out there? What is one of the factors that is propelling this person? So you have to look at all of those things. And when you look at Ice Spice and her package and what she brings, is very bland. It's not all of that. They try to push this girl as some type of sex symbol, and it's not giving that for me. It's not giving sex symbol. It's just giving, she a decent looking light skinned chick with a decent shape or whatever. And I mean, she looked like Drake. She looked like Patrick Mahomes or somebody to me. It's like she's missing a chromosome or something. You know what I'm saying? She looked real tired. So I'm not getting sex symbol up out of her. And then her music, her sound is cool, but it's a little flat. I like Lola Brooks. Lola Brooks, she's dope, and she's kind of in that same lane with an Ice Spice, and not to compare the two, but we gotta compare the two. And even somebody like Amaretta, the way that Amaretta, she had that moment when she had that Atlanta song, and she had other songs that were fire. And you have to think, if you have these girls that are more talented, they're doing the same thing. They're small, they're petite, they have the desirable body frame. So why is it that this one light-skinned girl, her career skyrockets and theirs don't? And she ain't put in that much work. She is not that talented. I could see if she was actually grinding, putting in that work, like example, Cardi B. Cardi B was putting in that work. We was able to see Cardi B from the bottom to the top putting in that work. Ice Spice just come up just out the blue overnight, and all of a sudden she's this hip hop sensation. And no, it's definitely because of colorism. That's the only way I can see it. And people will try to deny that, but the fact of the matter is, those things do exist in the industry. We got to be very clear. We got to keep it a buck. Colorism and all those other isms, they do exist in the industry. We got to give people props where props are due, but we got to call a spade a spade. In this particular case, that little girl, Lotto even supposed to be past Ice Spice, if you want to keep it a buck. Like if Lotto was where Ice Spice is at, I wouldn't even say it's colorism in Lotto case, because Lotto we've actually seen her grind. We actually seen her as a kid. And she's actually talented. Like Lotto really can rap. You know what I'm saying? She delusional as fuck to think that she can go at Nicki Minaj and win. But I like the fact that she got the nuts and balls to think so. But with that being said, Lotto can actually rap. Lotto, she has a hard time sometimes coming out with a song that actually sticks, but she has the talent. So I would never say, oh, it's because of colorism. If Lotto was in the same position that Ice Spice is in, how in the hell you come and surpass Lotto and a whole lot of other girls? And even though Lotto is light skinned and she is not as high up in ranking at this particular point as Ice Spice is concerned, there's other factors as to reason why she's not. And so we got to look at the factors as to why Ice Spice is. You ain't got the talent, really don't have the look, and it gotta just be that. And so it's she's able to, because of her light skin, she's able to be successful in the industry and be mediocre at the same time. And that's when you have to actually start looking at those isms. Is this person talented in getting it, or is this person mediocre in getting it? So now at this point, how you getting it? And it gotta be that. I ain't finna go too deep into that, but I really don't like it because it's so many other people. And I know it's some dark-skinned rappers and girls or whatever that's out there that they don't like for it to seem as though they are not where they're at because of the color of their skin, because they feel like it's a slight towards them or what have you, because there has been some people that have come out and be like, don't compare me to nobody else. It's not necessarily comparing one person to the other person. It's just pretty much using them as an example to call out the BS. I'm not saying anything for Lola Brooke to go to start beefing with Ice Spice or anything like that, because I said Lola Brooke is more talented and she's not in the same position as Ice Spice. It's not to create any division amongst them. It's just to call a thing a thing. And I think it's absolutely okay when people point out the fact that there are people that are afforded certain access and privileges because of the way that they look. It is what it is, and it's certain. And it's times where people are denied certain privileges and access because of the way that they look, and that we just gotta call it what it is. I don't like it because I don't know why in the hell somebody's skin color gotta do with any, like, why they got anything to do with anything. That makes absolutely no sense to me, because I remember back in the day, people used to do tracks like way back in the day before, folks was doing videos and everything. You will hear a record and you don't know how these people look. It was back in the day, it was so many times where we'll be finding out that people that we really liked back in the day that we thought were black, and they actually were white people. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't see them. So why your skin color, race, or anything have to have anything to do with your actual talent and what you can do and what you could give to the world? It shouldn't even have a place in hip hop, but it does, unfortunately. And I don't think that is anything wrong with calling it out, because that girl, there's just, even with the Met Gala, right? Yung Miami, if I'm not mistaken, this was her first time there. You know what I'm saying? She one of the city girls, and whether people want to accept it or not, the city girls, they have heavily influenced the culture in the way that we talk. A lot of people want to say that they're illiterate and they slow or whatever. Even Yung Miami said that she wanted to work on the way that she talked, because she has that southern slur like we all do in the South. And I don't like that she said that, because it has been rumored that, oh, if you from the South, then you slow because we talk with a draw or whatever, right? That don't mean we dumb. That don't mean we slow. And just because you don't use English properly, I don't think anything is wrong with you just because you don't necessarily use English properly when you're speaking casually amongst your friends and stuff like that. And a lot of the stuff that we have seen from Yung Miami, it'll be her and Santana, her and JT, or one of her friends or whatever. They going live and she say some crazy shit like, I got flued out, or period, or real bad. You know what I'm saying? And it's catchy though. So those type of things, it influenced the culture. And it's even like this whole new wave where we it's the city boys versus the city girls, and we have fun, and we be, when men do some stupid shit, we be like the city boys down one. The girls do some crazy shit, the city girls down one. You know what I'm saying? It's just fun. So they have definitely influenced the culture and have had an impact. Ice Spice, not so much. I want Carrot Top to get up out of here real bad. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I got distracted. I'm looking at this comment. Eastside Harold says she already has a child with Al. Who got a child with Al, baby? This some tea. Al who? Al be sure? Who got a baby with Al? Anyway, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. Tomorrow, Heezy, the dean of all things hip hop, and Josh Prince, the counselor, they will be going live for our homeroom edition on the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast. We got a dope ass show coming Friday on the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast. We're gonna be talking about the Latinos' impact in hip hop, so y'all definitely don't want to miss that. That's just in celebration of Cinco de Mayo. So we'll have that show, and let me see what else we got coming up. I think that's about it for right now, but y'all make sure y'all just stay tuned in. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, because ain't no telling when we gonna pop up. Let me see. It was something else. It was something else that I wanted to talk about, and it just done slipped my mind. No, oh my God. Anyway, let me get my butt up off here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
I hope you black men were paying attention. I hope you black men were paying attention.